FF is average for me as a whole. Decent, not enough to get into the series as a whole. That's understandable. I'm going to say this. Anyone who comes to me and says Final Fantasy as a series is average, like the whole series, I'll give you that. Because Final Fantasy definitely went downhill. I feel like the last good game was Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy, but I will give anyone the fact that Final Fantasy was definitely better back then. The last truly good game was 10, maybe even 10-2. I like 10-2. I know a lot of people don't. Even Final Fantasy 12 was a good game, but I know a lot of people do not like the later Final Fantasies. So if anyone came to me and said Final Fantasy is an average series, especially with how things are, I would agree with them. But I still love the series. It's one of my favorite series of all time. I definitely didn't like Final Fantasy 15. I never played 13, the trilogy, but I've heard things about them that I do not want to play them. I definitely, yeah, I think 10 was like 10-2 in my opinion, but a lot of people do not like 10-2 for reasons that are idiotic. But 10-2 was like probably the last good game. Maybe even 12. 12 was a good game too. But 12's story is pretty meh. 12 is definitely good from a gameplay perspective though.
I don't recognize any of these landmarks. Am I lost?
I guess you are. Also, that's understandable. 7R is a good game as a standalone. Like, if you don't want to play the series, that's fine. To each their own. But, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a really good game on its own, just as an RPG. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't really rely on fan service. It does, obviously, because it's a remake of the original. But, Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't really rely on the fact that it's a Final Fantasy game and it's only good if you like the series. It could be a good game as a standalone. I think it's a great entry point into the series as well. Got bored with 10 still at the end of the game, but I have no drive to finish it. Really? Final Fantasy X is my second favorite Final Fantasy. But to each their own. Final Fantasy X definitely has, not Final Fantasy X, but, you know, to each their own opinions. I'm assuming this is where I'm going now. I'm in the third BF. B3F. Are we at the end yet? So that's not a Devil's Beast. I probably should be fighting these enemies because they're new. Just fight a few. I do not want to go overboard though. Alright, this has to be Milla's Devil's Beast, I think. Because we fought Alvin's in Xillia Woods, fought Rowan's last stream, fought Elise's last stream, Leia's last stream, and Jude's. This has to be Milla's Devil's Beast. Which I am all down to give my main character a Devil's Beast. It had to be done. I'm shocked we didn't get Milla sooner, but I did want to come to Italian Abyss later. Stop using your tails to just hit me. I hate it. Be gone. Give me a free. Please die. Kill this earth dragon. I want it out. There we go. Where on earth am I going? A hole? Don't mind if I do. Any chest around here? What was the point of coming here? Not even a random treasure or anything. Also, can this blade beak move so I don't encounter it right away? Is he gonna glitch out? Oh yeah, okay, it's stuck in the hole. Well, that happened. Just have to check my money. I'm gonna jump into this conversation really quick just to say one thing. I've never watched any of the Godzilla movies, but I've heard things. I've definitely heard things, and I might do it one day, but I never watched them. I have to jump on this side. I'm assuming this is the last floor because of the, I'm assuming this is, the final time we're doing this. A dragon ash. Where on earth am I going right now? Probably on the other side. Where am I going? Up here, maybe? So I came from there. Oh, jet black feathers, we might be ready for that trophy. Once we head back to Sherrilton. Crawl through here. Give me this chest. Because, oh, here's the crystal. Perfect. We had to come here regardless. Other Godzilla films are kind of niche. Good to know. Yeah, I watch some movies. I definitely watch films. But I'm definitely behind in the whole, like, film. Oh, Mysterious Jewel. You just need, like, what, 12 more? But yeah, I definitely, I watch films, but I'm definitely behind in, like, the trendy stuff and all that. So yeah, I guess that it could happen. It's not like, oh, I have to watch it, but it could happen. Getting into these films and all that. Are they accessible on like Netflix or any streaming services? Or do I have to buy the DVDs to have access to them? Get flare bomb. Be gone. It's a good thing we're fighting Milla's Devil's Beast right now because I really want to play as Milla more for this fight. Die from the Whirling Assault.
And finished.
HBO Max? I've never heard of that. Is that a streaming service? Alright, so I think I know where this seal appeared. Probably appeared where I just was and that chest was. DVD, or you could also check and see if your university has access to Xfinity. Oh, I could do that too. Maybe my college has access to that. Possible.
Time to go to work.
Goes to show how much I actually buy and watch DVDs, am I right? I just rely on streaming services when I watch stuff. DVDs, those were the days. I do Flare Bomb there? You know what? You deserve to die from a Cloudburst. And Elemental Master.
All beginnings must end. Let it be. By my hand. Elemental mastery. Who's next?
That, like, killed you.
Rolling assault.
Get him a free. Get him a free.
Farewell. Let's end this.
Okay.
Good job, Alvin.
Rolling assault. Blinding spear.
By the way, something you guys are, well, I don't know, but people are probably wondering if you're watching this on YouTube where I got these costumes from. Something that's a little disappointing about Xillia is there's not really much costumes. It's not really a bad thing, but
And that's a wrap.
there are only 3 costumes in the entire game, I believe. And I think Jude and Milla get costumes for beating the game. Also, Alvin has the costume he's wearing right now. Plus the costume Milla's wearing. So this game definitely doesn't have as much costumes as other Tales of games. Which, I mean, I like the cosmetics of Tales of, but it's not a deal breaker for me. It's definitely something to notice, though. This game has a lot of attachments, though. That's not really quite the same thing as costumes. A lot of them are relegated as DLC. Which, that's Tales of. Microtransactions for DLC costumes. Alright, please say this is the final seal. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm guessing. Also where you can watch Godzilla vs. Kong when it releases if you don't want to go to the theater. Yeah. I mean, like, haven't been to a theater in so long, but with everything going on, that's understandable. Even so, when was the last time I went to a theater? It was before, obviously before COVID hit. It's been so long. Alright, now we're going this way. Am I level 76 yet? I'm half for 76. Also, let's remember to use a dish this time. Hit me up with the, I really feel like using the XP dish, to be honest. You know what? Do it. Do the XP dish. I've been killing the Devil's Beast and living really good. I feel like this is a good time to, bring out an XP dish. And I'll just buy more before the Gold Mage Knight. This is definitely the end. It's a save point. Also, this is tied into a side quest. But that doesn't matter too much because we already got the side quest trophy, but just to get it done.
It's getting darker. Everyone, listen up for signs of enemy movement.
Aren't we always listening up for enemy movements, Milla? That's how JRPGs work. Oh wait, this is mandatory if you do the side quest. I don't have to find it. This seems to be the source of the miasma. Well, hey, we got company, and it's kind of scary. I read that differently, but it's fine. It meant the same thing. What's it doing down here? Isn't that one of those... Save the questions for later. Our wall of wind won't last much longer. Is that the weapon on its head? Oh wow, it's got 20,000. It's got exactly 200,000 health. I have a wind weapon also. So we're gonna take out Detonator for Sonic Edge for this fight. I think, yeah, it's a decent team. Now take out Alvin for Leia.
Way tougher than the others.
Of course it is. You wouldn't find it around here otherwise.
Nothing ever seems to faze her.
She's not the only one. You're quite calm and composed yourself, Alvin.
Fair enough.
Wait, is the game telling me that this is the strongest Devil's Beast, or are they just saying that? If so, I'm so glad I'm fighting this one last. This feels like an ultimate Devil's Beast. Get him, Sylph. I have a wind spell, don't I? Yeah. Tornado Blade.
Okay.
Good job, Elise, with the recall. Get Tornado Bladed. It's got so much health. It feels like my attacks aren't doing nothing. But I feel like they are. Leia, you should probably use Divine Impulse, or Elemental Impulse rather, on Jude for the wind damage. We need all the damage we can get. Thank you, Leia. I greatly appreciate it. Also, yes, Darting Claw. Also, take out Firebomb. Fireball for Wind Lance, so we can do Gale Blitz. Oh, I did that wrong. It's fine. I redeemed myself. It's fine if we don't get Elemental Master. We'll save that for another over limit. Yo, this thing looks like one of those dragons in Tales of Grace's F. Except it's like a different color. This could pass for one of the Elith dragons at the Valkanus Creus. I did not mean to do that, but I did it anyway. Get himself. It feels like your health is going down so slow. Be gone. Elise, do you have Wind Elemental on you? That's really cool. But you should be focusing on healing. Go down. How dare you interrupt Sylph's attack? Who do you think you are? Dude, Milla can jump in the air so much. I love it. Having like 2 aerial jumps is so cool. Look how high I can go. I love that. Do that for... I'm trying to Wind Blade. Yeah, do that for Tornado Blade. Also, Leia, if you don't mind, give me a Melange Gel. This will be used on Elise as well, so that's good. She did need some TP. Also, Lightning is half wind, so Lightning might work. Be gone. Oh, I died, and no recall. It's fine, I got Jude. How did I double snap pivot that? Oh, Whirlwind Snap is wind. Why don't I just spam that? To my heart's content. I cannot jump to save my life. Yeah, there we go. There's the damage. Does that give me Twin Lance? Yes, Twin Lance. Alright, now's a good time for Mystic Art. Any other combos I can do? Oh, got it. Do that. Then Elemental Master. Don't want to get too cocky here.
All beginnings must end. Let it be. By my hand. Elemental mastery.
Good damage, Milla. Alright, you're like more than half dead. Slightly more than half. Okay then. Come on, Jude. Elise, get Leia. I mean, I said that wrong. Leia, get Elise up. I got confused who died. So does Elise have HP and TP Surge? Which I think it kind of works for her if she does. That might be beneficial for her. Thank you, Jude. This is definitely the hardest Devil's Beast. So I wouldn't be surprised if the game actually was breaking the fourth wall, saying this was the strongest one. almost dead. Except not really. Lightning does so much.
Okay.
Give me that damage. Is Tempest Purette a wind attack? If so, do that for a bit.
Not good.
Don't worry. I'm here with you.
Hit me.
Right on point.
I didn't snap pivot that for some reason. Whatever, it's fine.
Here. Here. Fall. Roll and snap.
Flame ring. Keep them at bay.
Fall. Here.
It's damage.
Roll and
Give me Tempest Purette. There we go. Oh, that's super effective. I needed that at least once. So yes, get Elise up, perfect.
Okay.
I can finish this with a Mystic Art. So I really want to, so I'm gonna hold off on Overlimit for a bit.
Not yet.
By the way, I said this already, but I'm gonna say it again. Xillia combat at its finest, because this is like the best implementation of aerial combat. The only rival is probably Vesperia, because Judith is really fun to play in aerial combat. But other than that, this is like aerial combat at its finest. I will always like... I always got a little disappointed when Tales of got rid of aerial combat for like the later games. And I hope Tales of Arise brings it back for something. Alright, again, I'm gonna hold on to my Overlimit. I really want to finish you with the Elemental Master. So we're gonna hold off to that for a bit. Alright, this is like, I think this is a good time to do it. Do that. And then Gale Blitz. And then Hammering. Yeah, this is it. It's over. Hopefully I get the kill. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, maybe I will. I don't know. I can't tell. No, you lived it. Should have waited longer. Whatever, it's fine. Well, you're dead, definitely. Alright, you're dead.
I think that worked out really well. We'll call ourselves the Beauty Link. Beauty? Oh, this I feel much
Alright, probably XP Dish wasn't worth it because that wasn't even that much. It's fine though. Good. The 4 will not steal away the miasma. Can the 4 do that? Go. It worked. The miasma is fading. Milla, did you break your leg again? I sure hope not. It does seem we've succeeded, and not a moment too soon. Judah, you okay? Did you breathe some of it in? No, I'm fine. I was just wondering why that monster was here. That was a devil's beast, wasn't it? I believe so. One of the monsters that was designed to get stronger every time it fights. We're lucky we met it with that miasma sick. If it had been at full strength, yikes. It must have been traveling underground and accidentally buried its way here. A stroke of luck to be certain. You may be right, but I can't help but wonder. What if that monster came here to die of its own volition? Huh? Why would it do that? Well, it was designed to do nothing but fight, right? Maybe it got tired of fighting and thought the miasma could help it die. A noble end for a noble beast? It's almost poetic. So when we defeated it, its wish came true? I suppose we'll never know what it was thinking. The idea of being created for an unwanted purpose, desperately battling with its own destiny, doesn't sound so far-fetched to me. That should be all the Devil's Beasts.